I'm gonna check if the stream is live. If it don't laugh, I think it's live.
Alright, I
Um,
think my
I'm just gonna introduce myself. My name is Isaac. I run this channel, and this is my friend Pasty. Say hi, Pasty.
what's wiggity waggity, my guy? No, I'm kidding. Hi.
Oh, and wait, okay, it's still showing like the yeah, let me change that. All right. So, yeah, this is Pasty. They're cool and they're my friend. And we were just talking before the stream happened. We were just talking about like the comments in my video I made. Um and I, for one, don't like the comments. The comment. See, look, the comments. Some of the comments are nice, and some of the comments are just like, what? Yeah. So I'm gonna go and read the comment. Actually, hey Pasty, do you want to read the comments?
Sure, where can I read them?
I'll send the video.
Alright,
Um,
this would be interesting.
I'm just
Oh my, I hope my English teacher when I was younger is gonna be proud of me for reading aloud and not sounding like a little kid. I suck
okay,
at
but like,
reading aloud,
look.
but I'll make it
So,
work.
and it's not all the comments. It's just some of them, because like some of the
Alright.
comments are just like very like the comments are some of the comments are very respectful and nice, and they're not mean at all.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the comments are so disrespectful and like go against what I was trying to like say in the beginning of
Mm-hmm.
like the video. So we're gonna read those comments, and it's only 3 comments, but there's a lot to talk about them. So Also, Paste, I'm gonna send
Alright.
you the video right now.
Because I'm trying to get it so I can be like reading it in my best reading voice. I got my
My
glasses
best
because
reading. Ow,
I'm
my foot. I
blind.
cramped my foot. Ow.
I
I
got my
my foot
glasses.
cramps a lot. It does that.
Alright,
Yeah, there we go. Here's the video.
alright, let me get it.
And I'm gonna send it in the evidence found server because we're in the evidence found server. Ew. Okay, I'm not gonna say what happened in like the not what the birdie channel. It's just like, ew. It's one of my ex friends' art. Gross. Disgusto.
Alright, I got it done. I got it up.
All right. Oh wait. Uh. uh oh, why is Betty Boop look like that? I'm gonna send it in the evidence found server. Wait, that's like, is that the video? I
Mhm.
think that's like just the video. Um, Here's the stream link. So like, okay, I'm sorry, people, it's taking so long. I'm not trying to take so long. And then here's yeah, I'm sending it to Floofi as well because I feel like they. All right, there we go. Okay, so everything's set, everything's good. All right, let's
Alright, we're good.
and we're groovy. Okay, so let's read the first comment, and it's the and we're not gonna read like the hearted comments. We're gonna read the non-hearted comments. So it makes it.
Okay.
We're gonna read the first comment. Oh wait, let me actually show my screen. We're gonna read the first comment by Lily the Bun. Also, by the way, don't harass these people. I bet they're just nice, genuine people like
None of
in real
this
life.
is harassment.
Yeah,
None
no,
of
this
this
is
is
not
like
harassment.
just
This is
me
just responding. Don't harass
bullying.
anyone mentioned in this video or this stream or whatever. Just if they are good people, give them love and support. If they're bad people, just leave them alone.
I'm pretty sure they meant well. They had no
Yeah, they
malicious
probably
intent.
meant well. I don't think they meant
Alright.
bad at all. We're just annoyed. I'm annoyed. Anyway, we're gonna read the first comment by Lily the Bud.
Alright. Do I start?
Yeah.
Alright. Stop enabling her. If you really like her and care about her, then get her help. Don't just excuse everything that she does. You and the rest of her fans are a huge problem. If you don't hold her accountable, then she will never learn. I understand if you love her art and look up to her, but she is very problematic and hurts people. It is never okay to misgender people. Yeah, you can make a mistake that but apologize and do better. Trigger warnings are important. What if a suicidal person sees a video with no trigger warning and it has suicide in it? It can really push someone over the edge, seeing that sort of shit. Holding her accountable Oh wait, sorry. Hold her accountable and stop holding her hand. She needs to learn to do better. I don't understand why this is any argument here. Cindy and Birdie are hurting people. It wouldn't matter if it's some petty drama, but they are literally abusing and hurting people. Do better.
Okay, I have so many things to talk about this. So, about the first thing that they say is stop enabling her. I'm not enabling her. I was never enabling her. I literally criticized her for things I thought she genuinely did wrong. Like
Mhm.
for being a shitty person to Charlie. I wasn't enabling her when I said did I ever say in the video that, "Oh, you should continue to be shitty person to people or something?" No, I did not. And I'm not even like a big fan of Cindy. I just thought some of the points against Cindy were just really dumb and I just wanted to talk about them. And fun fact, I I guess it's a weird like it's more of a personal thing, but hi, I am a very S word person. I don't like that word. um I've been dealing with that for a while now, and I've just been getting better with my thoughts of that. So, um,
Mhm.
and and Cindy's video did not trigger me because it's a fictional character. It's not real. It's not a real character. I don't get triggered by fictional suicide. That's not what I get triggered by. And that's not what it makes me think about when I'm gonna kill myself. Like, no, no. What triggers me is remembering the things that make me want to die. um, that's just me anyway. I don't know about other people, but that's personally me, and that's my process. Because like you can literally have like topics of like anything in your videos, and that would not trigger me because it's
Mhm.
either fictional or they're doing it for educational purposes. That doesn't bother me. It really, and also I watch YouTube channels that discuss that, like Scare Theater, My Mind.
Mhm.
Like it's just it's dumb. It's so dumb. It that should like that's a me thing though. Like that I don't think that's like for other people. That's just a me thing.
I guess it's to each their own. So it's
Yeah.
like a per it was some one
And
thing that
even
might
if
not
like
trigger
you are
you.
triggered by like that, why would you want to watch Cindy's videos when that's literally like all she posts? She posts like edgy content. Like majority of her recent videos and even her past videos are edgy.
Mhm.
They're super fucking edgy. And they have to deal with sensitive topics like abuse and suicide. It's just like, why would you want to watch a YouTuber that has triggering topics that would trigger you?
I think the other thing is, I know that some animators and like people in general do put like certain like ages plus that they can watch, and maybe people ignore those warnings, and that could end up leading for them to watch it and then it ends up being something uncomfortable. So it's also like, yeah, the person who did post it, they should have at least put like a small trigger, because it could be like a vent and they're venting about something graphic. But at the end of the day, to each their own. Something that
Yeah,
can trigger you might not trigger someone else. Like if I look at something that is about eating disorders because I've suffered with one, it doesn't trigger me, but that's just me. It could trigger someone else. It's everyone. It's like everyone has their triggers, and if they don't hurt you, then obviously that's on you again. That's just you. But if they do hurt someone else, then that is understandable. But keep in mind, the person that makes whatever video is mostly making it towards like for them. They're making it for themselves. They're not making it to be malicious. Am I connecting? Because I feel like it. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Um, uh, they don't do it to be malicious, unlike some people that do, like those edgy, killing, killing
Yeah, yeah,
fangirl,
like,
whatever
Sans is
because
mine.
of
If you like him,
whatever.
you'll die, or something like that.
Yeah, like those kind of videos, they're being like malicious or whatever.
Yeah,
Even if it's just a joke, I know one's a joke and one's is literally serious. But if they make it, but they're not doing it to be problem. They're not doing it to what is it to
be
hurt everyone
yeah, to
else.
her, like, hurt people.
Because I really don't think whenever someone posts something like that, they do it for with malicious intent.
Yeah.
Unless they're directly being like, "Oh, this is to you guys, a big f you," and something like that. Then I'd be mad, obviously. But again, I don't know much. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not someone who is social media expert or whatever. This is just me, and I might sound stupid to some people. So I'm sorry if like what I'm saying doesn't make sense. But triggers should be respected, but don't what's the word? Don't force them on everything
Yeah, don't,
because
like, force trigger warnings on people. If they don't wanna add trigger warnings, they don't wanna add trigger warnings, like, that's perfectly fine.
like this is just a joke. This isn't like this is me just over exaggerating. Like I really don't want there to be moments where it's like trigger warning. There's like a hand involved. It's like, oh, I'm triggered by hands for whatever reason. Like
That's, like, the opposite
uh,
of that one character from JoJo.
yeah. So it's just to each their own. I don't like what Cindy does. There's some stuff that I do find problematic, but again, we can't control what she does, what she
Exactly.
thinks. We
We
can just tell her what we feel like is best, and
Yeah.
hopefully she takes it. Uh,
And this was
um.
I actually was planning on making this video a long time ago actually. Well, not a long time ago, but like I think the same week Floofy made her video or sorry, I mean his video. I'm not good at pronouns at all. I usually it's not because I don't think, Floofy's a, guy. It's like
Mhm.
voices. It's like, I don't mean to like offend anyone.
I
Um
usually do they them for pronouns
Yeah, I
like that.
probably should do that as well since it's more of like a gender neutral like, term and
Mhm.
I don't want to offend anyone. But it's his video. Yeah. Um his video, right? And it was just
Mhm.
like yeah, basically it was just his video. I thought it was a good video, but I started noticing some things that were wrong with the video. I'm like, "Okay, well, I mean no one's talking about it, so I might as well talk about it, right?"
Right.
And I mean, I didn't really talk about it a lot and much in the video because there's some points where I do agree with Luffy, like Cindy should not be obsessed with Birdie, or
Right.
Cindy should not be, like rape. It's just no.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I'm not nailing her. I actually think that there is something wrong with Cindy, and I think she should improve herself. Um,
Sometimes words do get twisted, so maybe one thing that you say might get interpreted the wrong way because with me I could say like, oh well, I feel this way about so and so, but someone might take it as me saying like, oh, you're defending them, what their actions are. It's like, no, I'm just giving you my opinion. Does
yeah,
that mean I support
exactly.
or condone their actions? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's some things that I do understand, and there's some things that I can't have a say in because I either didn't go through it, I don't know the story behind it, or I have no room to speak. But I'm not defending anyone that's bad.
Yeah,
I'm just giving you my point of view. Does that mean that I am the right? I'm in the right? Or I know what I'm talking about? No. But everyone has their opinions, and sometimes people's opinions are not really like good, but they're opinions. You can't like force your opinions on other people because they're probably gonna still believe they're gonna listen to you. Yeah, but are they gonna change their opinion about it? Maybe, but it's just everyone's different, I guess. But
yeah.
do I agree with the her? her actions as like what we've seen, like, her supporting, like, her being friends with Birdie, her idolizing Birdie, obsessing over him, things like that. I don't agree with, because
Yeah,
it's just.
I don't agree with that either. That's just like, why would you support someone that is has a track record of like abusing someone and just like, you know.
And, like, I believe it was an Evidence Founds video. I don't mean for any of this to be like, oh, right, I'm basing all my stuff from what I've seen. It's just I remember seeing where Cindy was like, "Oh, well, Jackson angsty boy or whatever." It's like I understand that. Yeah, you might see it that way, but angsty boy is probably like your generic Wattpad story kind of guy, and not someone who's literally doxed people,
Yeah.
who's attacked their exes, who's things like that. That's not angsty. That's not cute.
Also, Jack
That's
is
bad.
like, there's a difference between being angsty and being mentally ill.
Mhm.
And I'm not trying to diss on like mentally ill people because I'm literally mentally ill, but like Jack has
Mhm.
been to therapy. They just don't like therapy.
She just needs to distance herself from Jack, because it seems like he's kind of like
He's like a
rubbing
really
off on
bad
her.
influence for her, honestly.
Yeah. Cuz you know what they say, the people you surround yourself with, it's going to affect how people see you, or how it affects your mood. So if I surrounded myself with bad people, then people are going to be like, oh, well, she's a bad person too, but I'm not. I can't be like, I can't be around bad people, because then people are going to have a specific opinion about me from what they've seen. But if I surround myself with good people and I start changing my ways, from whatever the bad person in my life has taught me, then through time, they're going to be like, you know what? You're not a bad person as I thought you were when you were hanging out with so and so. So it's like, Cindy, if she's hanging out with bad people, more specifically Jack,
Yeah.
it's gonna affect her. It's gonna affect her reputation that she's already had like some issues with.
Mhm.
So it's like you're adding more and more and more, and then it's gonna be the thing that broke the camel's back or whatever. Things
Exactly.
like that. So that to me is like, if you just keep on fueling the flames, it's just gonna get worse. And that's where like there's the issues with her, because she's seen to be like, her mental health might not be in the greatest place because of the drama, the rants and things like that. People calling her out, people telling her she's a
Yeah.
bad person, everything like that.
And like
Again,
I
I
think
I
that's like
don't.
the biggest problem I had with evidence found at the time is that like they're like like made like they know they're hurting Cindy. Like I okay, look, evidence found, they're good people, don't get me wrong, but they kept making videos upon videos about Cindy. And I honestly also I don't hate evidence found. I think they're amazing people. They're doing God's work, honestly. Something I can never do. But I think they were like just milking Cindy at the point of just like over, just using her in like videos and shit. It, it
Mhm.
that's just my opinion though. You don't have to agree with me. I'm just saying that's how I felt when it came out. Like with Birdie, yeah, no, Birdie needs fucking a ton of videos made on him. Um,
Yeah.
and but Cindy, I don't think Cindy is like morally reprehensible as Birdie because Cindy hasn't doxed anyone. Cindy hasn't what else like threatened to kill their parents. Not that
Cindy
I know.
basically hasn't. Right.
Cindy hasn't almost attacked their like siblings. I don't even think they have siblings.
Mhm.
Um,
It's just whatever.
I think
What
the
is it?
problem is that
Whatever.
I I think the problem is that Cindy is associated with Birdie. I'm not saying that Cindy shouldn't be friends with Birdie. I think that's the problem that people are having, and that's why people are making rants about Cindy. Is because they're associated with Birdie. So we're gonna have to talk about Cindy, because why not?
And then not only that, we've seen how Cindy acts with Birdie being in a relationship. We've
Yeah,
seen how she reacts, how she wishes she was with Jack, things like that. So obviously, you see how she's obsessing over him, and obviously they're friends. That is gonna lead to a bunch of people being like, something's wrong there. You're turning into Birdie 2.0, like things like
yeah,
that. And it's like you're seeing what this person's doing. You're seeing how they're letting things, like bad things, happen to other people that they see as them wronging, and you're just like watching it, you're letting it happen. And friends don't do that, because if you're doing that, then you're part of the problem. If you're not like helping them out and like, stopping them from doing things, all because you're afraid of how they're going to react and how they're going to get their little cronies or whatever
Yeah.
going at you, like bombarding you with hate. Because apparently that's what happened when once people in Birdie's server will be like, hey, can we not do this? And then they get kicked out, and then whatever, they get talked
And
shit
I
about.
think also the problem, like we already talked about it, but just like people who are associated with Birdie get hated on so much, and it's like with
Hmm.
Julian. Let's talk about Julian. Julian was hated on so much because they were associated with Birdie. Got
Hmm.
hated on because they were associated with Birdie. I even bet Rosie, Rosie, the fictional person. They're not a real person, by the way. Rosie was a fictional, like
Hmm.
a character made up by somebody to get back at Birdie. That's at least what I heard. They
Right.
probably got hate because they were associated with Birdie. I'm not saying they did, but I'm pretty sure they did. I think it's like you should not. I know people are gonna say like, well, your friends are like, they say like a lot about you, but even then, like Birdie's friends have been manipulated so much into like having this mindset of like, what if I hurt Jack? What if I do something to Jack? What if and like these people are gonna get
Right.
sheltered like Cinny, and like I don't blame Cinny for not knowing about like the zoophile stuff because like, well, she does now,
Hmm.
because of like Floofy's video. um,
Right.
but even if she doesn't like stop being friends with Birdie, I would not blame her because I feel like she has to be like responsible for Birdie's mental state or something.
Mhm. And like what you said with Julian, we saw how Julian was, but they changed. They saw that there was wrong in there, and they did
Yeah,
apologize for their actions. They did what maybe people in Birdie's circle would have been afraid to do because of how Birdie is. But
yeah,
he went and did it. And that's like, it shows you that Julian wasn't a malicious person either. Julian wasn't trying to be like Birdie, or like, just doing what Birdie says, and like is in like being mean on purpose because she likes being I'm sorry, I mean, that was my fault. He likes being mean to whoever they were, Charlie, you know they saw what they did as wrong after they got out of Birdie's circle, and now they're recovering from it. And does that excuse what they did in the past? No, but they did own up to it, and they did mature. And that's a good thing, because Birdie could have done that.
hmm.
As simple as that. Birdie could have
I
easily.
I wish in like another timeline or like a different time that I think Birdie at some point was genuinely trying to change because, and I think it was in like 2018 or 2019, they said they would stop doing these things, but they just kept doing it, and I felt like that's because of like this entire like drama mentality. If you support Birdie, unfollow me. Like it's just like
Mhm.
Birdie. I think Birdie has got like the fame has gotten to his head, and I feel like um Birdie's mental state has declined because of that. It also has to maybe have to do with other stuff like Birdie being groomed, which that's alleged. I don't know if that's true or not.
Mhm. Mhm.
If that is true, I'm sorry, Birdie, but I
Again,
just
I don't know. I only know what I've seen in like explanation videos and documents and drives, and
and
what
what
I've
I
seen
hate
with
about like
Birdie.
this drama is like there's just a bunch of cropped screenshots without like the context, which is just like that's just
There's just a bunch of like
it's just
things
very
where
sus.
you don't know where it's going.
Yeah, it's just very suspicious that you would show a cropped screenshot. Also, it's very easy to fake screenshots on Discord too. So,
Hmm.
yeah, maybe if like someone had like a video scrolling for their DMs with like Julian or Birdie or
Like, you'd have to prove
Cynthia,
that
I
it's
don't.
there.
Yeah.
It's actually Jack, and it's actually their tag, because the tags are different. So if it's like someone pretending to be Jack, and their tag is a different like set of numbers, when Jack's is actually a certain like specific code, then that's how you know it's fake.
Hmm.
So it's like, anything can be faked on Discord, but
Yeah.
you have to make sure that which ones are the legitimate
You have
ones.
to
Because
prove it.
if it's like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just gotta prove it.
All
Because, like,
right, next.
yeah, the next comment. We've been talking about a single comment, which is fine because the comment is like, what even?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, in short,
The next
I'm not
comment.
enabling Cindy. I don't support some of the things she does, and that's it. Period.
The
That,
bottom line is, no, we're not. We are not enabling Cine, and there was no, like, there was no intentions of it sounding like that's what was
yeah.
happening.
And I don't even think I
The
came
next
across
one.
as I was
Sorry.
intent. Like, no, no, you're fine. I don't even think I was coming across as like and trying to enable Cindy to do all the bad stuff she did. And she like, if she did something bad that I genuinely thought she did bad, I would call it out, and I did in the video.
Hmm.
And the things that I didn't think she did bad, I defended her. Here's the
Right.
thing. If you think something that she did was bad that I defended her for, that's fine. But that does not mean enabling her. That's your opinion. Opinion
Right.
are different. Anyways, which
All
comment do you
right.
want to
The
do next?
next one. The
Uh,
next comment said, "Also, being 12 does not excuse being NB phobic. I'm 13," and the person
the
commented,
yeah. Wait, hold on,
"People learn,
wait. Oh
grow,
yeah, we should
and
read it.
mature."
You can read
Huh?
it. You can read it. You can read it. It's fine.
Okay. Sorry. At different paces, you may be aware that it was wrong, which good for you, lol, but she might not have known. This age argument is honestly so dumb.
Um, this was in response to like, not Charlie. What? This is this is in response to Cindy being MB-phobic or transphobic to like Snow Pearl or whatever when she was like 12.
Mhm.
Which is just like 12-year-olds are so fucking dumb. I was 12
I was
once.
cringy at my 12 years old.
Ugh. See, you're 13. You people listen to me. People aren't always taught the same thing. Sometimes it could be due to abusive households with like toxic opinions or just like the people you're surrounded by with bad
It could
opinions.
also be just like from what you've seen on the internet, because
Yeah,
like
that
I've
too. Because
it's
like back in like
it's
2015 or something, like the whole like SJW like thing was happening and shit. Like it was just like
right. It's just it's so like weird because I remember when I was younger, well, 14 because I'm 17. And at 14 I was having a hard time understanding what non-binary was. So I remember breaking down because I felt like if I don't know what like how because I didn't understand at the time, I was new to it. I just knew about transgender and that might sound like silly or you might think what's wrong with you, you're an idiot. But I was like I was barely, learning about stuff. I was barely finding out I was bisexual. So when I found out about, what non-binary was, at first I was taken aback because I was like, well, I thought it was like being trans, but no, trans and non-binary are different things, and I learned that. Does that mean that at now I'm also a bad person? No. Uh, Age is like when you're young, you don't know a lot of things, and when you get older, you end up maturing and you end up realizing some of the things you got wrong or you thought about are now wrong, or you now looked past whatever you thought was wrong and see how it could be right. So if you're being very when you're young and you're like, oh well, I don't think that so and so like this gender should be with this gender, but then when you get older you're like, wait, what was I thinking? It's obviously everyone looks back at how they were when they were younger and sees where there were things wrong and where they were not thinking straight, and where they just were complete cringe.
uh,
Because trust me, I was one of those people that were like
uh I think they died. um they were one of those people that died. Um.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, there they are.
So it's like age, I don't understand age arguments because it's like saying, well, that person was 5 years old when they went and spilled the milk. Now that they're this, then now they're like 15, 16 or whatever, they're still gonna do it. It's like, no, they were five. What I don't
Also,
understand.
it's
And
also like a flawed argument because like people, like I brought it up before, people learn at different paces,
mhm,
and I'll also talk about my experiences with like trans and stuff.
mhm,
So basically, here's the thing: trans and non-binary, non-binary is still trans, right? It's just that it's still transgender, but it's a different type of transgender. There's a different type of dysphoria, so it's different. So that's why it has a different label. Um, and I don't want to say I was a true scum. I was never a true scum, but I got called that because I thought they were different.
mhm,
Well, they are the same thing, but they have different labels, therefore they're different, right? Yeah.
mhm.
If it was just transgender, it would just be transgender, but it has different labels.
Again, I'm still learning as it goes. I
Yeah,
don't want to
same.
get
I'm
any
still learning.
information
I'm
wrong.
very new when it comes to like transgender topics and issues, and it's just like yeah. Um,
I'm just like whatever I'm being told by someone who is those things or what or
but
people
even then,
who
like
know more
they
than
maybe
me, then
not even be
I
like
will
educated
listen.
enough, like right? Like I feel like some
Yeah, because
people,
there's some things that not a lot of people are gonna know, and they're gonna
yeah.
need help understanding.
But yeah, like back to what I was saying. I got called true scum for like thinking it was different when it's the same core concept. You're not identifying with your birth gender or whatever, and you're changing
Mhm,
your gender, which is just transgender, but it's a different type of transgender. I thought it was like two separate like things, but like they're not the same core concept. That's why I got called true scum. But I would never in my life would be called. I would never call myself true scum because I'm not true scum. Um, but that's basically just what I'm saying. Like information can be skewed. Information can be like what's it called? Like, not information can be skewed, but like people learn again at a different pace. I'm 14. I'm older than you, and had to learn at like age 13. Which I mean,
mhm.
yeah, I'm still
You
learning.
just you learn.
Yeah,
You learn. It's not like something that can be learned in a day,
yeah.
basically.
It's just a very like interesting and like very like thorough. Not thorough, but like I
It's
guess
one of those like those things that you want to make sure you don't get incorrect because
yeah,
if you do, then it might end up hurting people and they might think that you're like you're one of those people that don't know what they're talking about. Which is why whenever I speak about these, I don't want it to sound like I'm some professional who knows everything about
yeah.
everything. I'm just saying what I like, what I know and what I remember, and I just don't want to sound like I'm someone who's just like part of the problem because I'm trying to be good. I don't want to like come off as like those like people that don't know what they're talking about. Basically, I would much rather uh not talk about like what I don't know. So if like I can't talk about a lot of I can't speak on what is it on certain topics that involve like certain ethnicities or whatever because I don't know. So it's
Yeah,
like with these things I can't really speak because I've never, dealt with that and not only that I've just never been able to say that I can have an opinion on like certain things. Obviously, I will have an opinion of my own, like what I think, but does that mean it's correct? No,
no.
it's what I'm assuming, what I'm going off of. So maybe at that time, Cindy was like not really thinking, and
Yeah.
then they
Or
just
she
learned
was just
better.
misinformed. That too.
Exactly. Because you say a lot of shit on the internet and you say a lot of dumb shit you should not be saying and like sometimes you wish you could just look at yourself and look in the mirror and just be like did I really just say that because it happens. This doesn't even have anything to do with it but yesterday I was on call with my friends and I saw this video of like someone biting into a popsicle and I just go who's biting into a popsicle? And I was like, oh wait, I bite into popsicles, and it sounded so dumb. I was like, what am I talking
um, yeah. Anyways, let's go on to the next comment. Which comment do you want
about?
to read next?
All right. So this one is talking about where is it?
What's like their username? So like, they're like
Okay.
green name.
So are we going by all of them or just specific ones? Because I don't want to go
The
too far.
like not the hearted ones. Just yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's the same one by the same person who did the NB phobic one. So Demon Dog, they go, I don't I don't agree. We with I think they're trying to say with, but I don't know. I'm just gonna
Yeah, I
read it
think
the
they were
way
trying
they
to say
said.
with. I don't agree with
Okay.
the yeah.
I don't agree we slash with the um quote, it should not have been kept private because now we can get her the help she needs. I think a lot of people have a problem with oversharing on the internet, myself included. But talking about her rape dreams are a little too much. It isn't the internet's job to make sure she gets therapy either.
Uh,
Well, the way I see it, I think that's one of those things that should be kept like behind something like that. But at the same time, I don't think someone should keep that quiet because if they're finding out that their friend's having dreams about it and you have a big concern over it, you're gonna want other people, like maybe in that group, to talk to them about it. Does that mean that those people should expose them
no, no, no,
for
no.
sharing something like that? No. If you're gonna you share certain things with people that you feel comfortable with, but when they do bring it up and they do it without your permission or they do it as a way to be malicious, then that's where the issue lies. That's a problem. That's being called out. That's being exposed. That's being like, your privacy, your trust is being is being broken. It's being like, what is it? Taken advantage of.
Yeah.
But if they're doing it because they want people to be like, look, this isn't right. What can we do to help? They're gonna give her advice. They're gonna be like, look, you know what, go see therapy and things like that. But I do understand the whole oversharing on the internet part
Yeah. I
because
understand
that
that
does
one.
happen.
Yeah.
That does happen. And unfortunately, it's happened to some YouTubers. It's happened to some like influencers. Even people like regular old people. It
Yeah.
happens. And certain things will get like if you overshare, people are gonna know that too, and then there's gonna be concern, and then heaven forbid you post about something that's like really personal and it's like bad, and then people get the police on you,
Yeah.
or like
Like Birdie.
something with your
like
family.
like Birdie.
It's like things like that you need to be careful about, because if you post things like that and if you share things like that with people, it's gonna end up biting you in the butt, because then they're gonna use that to their advantage, maybe, or they're gonna like tell the wrong person, and then they're gonna use that against you, like Birdie. No, I'm kidding.
like
But
Birdie.
it'll happen. It'll happen, and that's where I understand with the whole maybe it's like you shouldn't overshare.
I get that. Like
However,
I ooh,
certain things that are kept private will end up getting out somehow,
yeah.
because it if you're a YouTuber and you have a private conversation about something with a person and they just end up sharing it, it's gonna happen. They're not just gonna keep it behind themselves.
Unless
Like,
they're
look what
like a
happened
really
with the
like
whole mini
trustful
lad thing.
person or
Like, you saw
something.
how he was trying to like. It's just you can't hide things like that, because it's like an elephant in the room.
Yeah.
So it's like, if that gets brought up, then that person will unfortunately see it as like something they need to show other people, whether it be malicious or with concern. I'm not saying that it's bad whenever someone speaks up about things. I just think that if it's something like that, then it should be brought up. But if it's something small, like, oh, when I was this many years old, I used to wet the bed or whatever, and they're telling you because they trust you, you don't do that. That's fucked up. But if it's something like that, then yeah, that there's a concern. There's
um
something that should be done there.
And my personal opinion on this, like, you shouldn't, like, I get, like, the oversharing part, but, like, my point I was trying to make in the video was not that,
Mhm.
uh, like, we're her, like, personal therapist or whatever. Like, that's not what I was trying to say at all. I was saying we should support Cinny for wanting to get help. I was not saying we should help her. I'm saying we should support her for wanting to get help from her therapist.
It takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of guts for people to ask for help, or basically saying that they're gonna go get help because birdie. Okay. But it's like certain things could be helped when you do see, what, yeah, that's very concerning. I should go to therapy about this. But if it's just like you're doing it
Also, why was
and
it like why was it even a critique or like even mentioned in Floofi's video? This is also again, this is
mhm,
not an attack on Floofy. I just don't agree with the things that were said in the video. Why was it brought up in the fact that in Floofy's video that it sounded like she was against Cindy getting help with her like mental I don't want to say mental illness, but mental illness. Just like why? Why was that like a thing against Cindy? Why should she be criticized for wanting to get help? I don't understand
it's
that.
kind of like when someone apologizes for something they did and they had a misunderstanding, or they did it genuinely actually fuck up, and they do end up apologizing for it, but it's like a genuine apology, none of those like on the floor with no makeup on, look like they're crying with like my truth or my apology in the thumbnail. Like they genuinely do apologize. Then I don't see why people should still bash them for it. Like, when people say like, "Oh, you're just apologizing because you still want to be famous." It's like, no, I if that were the case, then I'm pretty sure people that do genuinely mean it would not care if whatever they said like hurt others. But misunderstandings happen and you apologize for them. So when this came out, she obviously was gonna get help because she felt like it was best for her. Because if someone is having dreams like that, then there's a big red flag. That's
And
something
also
you
just
should
like
literally.
there's nothing wrong with like seeking help or seeking advice from people that you trust or like people that like
Hmm.
know that they will like still like you even after learning the fact that, you do like that type or
Hmm.
not like it, but just like dream about it.
Right.
It's I don't think
Huh.
I maybe she shouldn't have overshared, but at the same time, I feel like which I think that's what's helping her at this point. So I think she should continue to do it because I think it's helping
Hmm.
her to cope with her like, dreams or whatever. And maybe
Hmm.
it will stop her from having those dreams. If it triggers you, which I doubt it, but if it does, then don't follow Sydney. Like, it's that simple. You
Right.
don't have to follow Cinny, don't talk to Cinny, don't mention Cinny. It's that simple. If you don't like Cinny, don't talk about her, don't mention her, and don't make a video about her.
Right.
All right. I think that's enough
Next.
for that comment
Mhm.
because I think
Next
we've said
one.
what we have to
All
say.
right.
All right.
No, you continue. Sorry.
No,
I
no,
feel
I'm
like
I'm
I
done.
let
I'm
you go
done.
too far. All right. The next one says they put Evan. Oh, this one's by Lee. They put evidence. Okay, they put evidence in the description of the video. If you looked into the evidence and researched emotional abuse, Cine falls under the category. As for the internalized biphobia bisexual thing, you literally don't have proof or even know if she's straight. Either way, she literally said she was straight, and there are screenshots of it.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
I, for one, I literally looked in those fucking I have them right here. These are the folders. If you look, well, you can't see them because you're not on the stream, but like,
Okay.
i- here's the folders right here. I looked through them, Lee, and if we're talking about Charlie, then yes. But here's the thing, though. Charlie was just as shitty as Cinny was in the situation. Maybe not as much, but still shitty because they didn't talk at all. Not Cindy. Charlie didn't make any advances to continue the relationship or even try to make the relationship interesting. I mean, as a friendship, not like as a, Cindy and Charlie were
Right.
never dating. Um, um, but just like they didn't talk by Floofy's video anyway. They never talked. They never, If Charlie would have made some type of effort to talk to Cindy, then I would
Mhm.
understand. And that's why Cindy was like, "Is that all you want to talk to me for?" Because they never talk.
Mhm.
So
Right.
that's like, why would you why like, talk to your friend, like, they don't ghost them. That's the same thing. Charlie does that to everyone, actually. I used to be friends with
Mhm.
Charlie. I think everyone else is at this point. They did the same thing to
Mhm.
me. They literally ghosted me. I haven't talked to
Right.
them ever since, like, maybe June. I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
It's
Um
just mhm.
Charlie does that to every fucking person they were friends with and stopped being friends with. It's so irritating because, like, Charlie is far worse than Sydney. I'm not even
Mhm.
joking. All I have to say is, Sydney, you fucked up, but Charlie, you had it coming. You had it coming. You had it
Oh my
coming. You
god.
had it coming. You only
Oh my
had
god.
yourself to
Yes.
blame.
Okay. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna sound like an idiot. What's the Charlie drama? Because I was a wee bit too late to that part.
Basically, Charlie and, like, Sydney were friends, and, like, they stopped being friends
Oh, I
because
meant the newer drama.
oh, I don't even know the newer drama. That's like, oh, I know what you mean.
I
Okay,
know
so, like,
drama
Charlie's
because
like a
I know that.
racist. Like, Charlie drew like blackface,
Jeez.
and, like, they made fun of black
Jeez.
people, and they said the N word,
Oh.
hard R.
Oh. Yee. Well, I mean, all I can really say about
And
that.
I have a video
Mhm.
on my YouTube channel where I told them to stop saying the F slur in my stream, and they wouldn't stop
Mhm.
doing it. I continually asked them to stop saying the F slur, and they wouldn't stop fucking saying it. That isn't part of the drama. That's just my personal beef with Charlie. They just don't know how to fucking shut the hell up.
Mhm.
But
Wait,
yeah,
fuck. I
if
gotta
you want,
do something shit. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
it's fine. But that I'm sorry if I have, like, my personal bias because I do not like Charlie. Charlie, I just don't like them. They're an asshole. I don't like them. If that bothers you, then that's fine. Oh, hi. Hi, Linder. Hey, welcome to the stream. You're probably not even here anymore, but hi, welcome. If you don't know who Blinder is, he's I do art for him. I do sprites for him. He's pretty cool. Go support him. Go follow him. Uh, I do stuff for him. Go follow him. Hey, and then the blur face. Hi. Anyways, back to what I was doing. Um, Well, yeah, I have personal beef with Charlie. Just they kept saying the F slur when I told them to stop multiple times, and there's a stream of that. If you just go down my channel, you'll see like a stream of me and Charlie. And if I come off as like biased against Charlie, that's why. Because me and Charlie's relationship was not the best. Um, it was just very toxic. I just gotta say that right now. It was not okay. It's not good. Yeah, but that's all I gotta say. Basically, yeah, that's basically what happened. And and for the internalized biphobia, I said they were insecure. Like, okay, look, Cindy, I gotta say is Cindy has dated two, not one, two women, and they're saying they're heterosexual. Maybe they are, but I find it a little sus that a heterosexual woman would date two women. I for a long time too, for like longer than 2 months, maybe entire like maybe years. I don't remember. Yeah, but that's just my response to that comment. It was just a him moment. um, yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say. Um, and like I said, I looked in the screenshots. I didn't see anything that's related to Embrickson, the person that people are claiming that Cindy abused, which there's literally no evidence of. If you're talking about Charlie, sure, I guess there's technically evidence of that, but I don't count that because Charlie was a shitty person, so I understand why Cindy would act like in a way, you know. Um, yeah, basically that's my response. That's that's all I have to say. Let's see here. These comments I like because they're actually like, good comments and they're respectful and they don't they like say bad stuff. Um they kept being
Sorry, it's because I got called to do something. I was like,
you're fine, you're fine. Um yeah, sorry if I'm boring. I'm quirky. Yeah, but sorry if I was boring everyone. I'm sorry.
no.
I'm
I'm
not
fine
the I'm
with you.
This is why I brought a friend on because I suck at improv. I'm only good at
I'm
writing
sorry.
scripts.
I felt bad because I knew, like, I was like, I swear to God, this is gonna be awkward if I just dip out of nowhere to do something, and he's gonna think I'm leaving him just to like suffer.
No,
I was
you're
like,
fine, you're
no.
fine. I just suck at improv. That's all I gotta say. If you're bored, you can leave the stream. I don't care. I just suck at improv.
No,
Anyways.
but basically, with the whole friendship with Charlie and like Julian, I understood Julian, sorry, and Cindy. I was like, wait,
Julia,
uh,
I understand Julian
I was
side.
like, wait, hold on, did I just have a brain fart moment? No, with Charlie and Cindy, I understood why Charlie was like, look, I understand, like, you're trying to be all buddy buddy, but this is triggering me and this is very concerning, and I don't like that person. So I just felt like the way Cindy handled it was like very, it was very, you can tell, uh
Hmm.
you can tell, Cindy just didn't care. She was more focused on, what's it called, um on Birdie.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part, you
That's
know?
like I think that's like what made the relationship actually fall, actually, now that I think about it. But even then, none of like they both were kind of fucked in this relationship because like they didn't talk to each other. They didn't make any effort to talk to each other. I still think it's somewhat Charlie's fault. I'm not saying that Charlie should have got like harassed by Cindy or like, vague on like DA about Cindy, but just like Charlie, they did do some wrong in this relationship, and no one's talking about it at all because everyone wants to bandwagon on Cindy
Mhm.
when they should really be bandwagoning on Charlie for being a fucking shitty ass friend.
I guess everyone was in the wrong, but I felt like Cindy overreacted with,
Yeah, they definitely overreacted. Like, there's
when
no
they
doubt about that.
vented.
But I feel bad for Cindy because, like, I was friends with Charlie and they did the same fucking shit to me. So I do not have any remorse for Charlie.
It's like to everyone, people who like have dealt with like Charlie or Cindy are gonna have their experiences. So
Yeah.
I've never talked to them, so I can't speak on like
If you
if
guys
I
like
was
want to
one of
like
those people.
watch like my stream, I'll like post it in the chat actually, now that I think about it. I'll post it in the chat and it's the stream where Charlie kept saying the fucking F slur and I told him to stop multiple times. Yes, Charlie, I'm gonna start fucking shit with you. I don't care anymore. Fuck you.
Oh god. I'm just a bystander.
Yeah, you're just an innocent bystander. I'm the one starting shit over here.
I'm just here. Charlie, I don't know you, so I'm not trying to start any beef.
I'm
But
trying to start all the beef.
yeah.
Here you go. And you have to go into like 50 something minutes into the video. I think it's like an hour long stream. So here you go. But
How long has this been going for?
this stream, 53 minutes, I think.
Nice.
Just- Yeah, I think this stream has been going for like 53 minutes. I think.
Nice. My okay, so this is one of those like moments where I'm like, here's what I think. So I've seen what Cindy has been doing recently, like what's been
Oh
shown,
no
what's
no
been
no no
called
no
out.
no!
Like we,
I go onto the fucking evidence found Discord and I click on one of the spoiled images and it's just a picture of Julian putting up the fucking Jack's skirt. Oh my god.
oh God,
I'm sorry to cut you off.
I don't
I'm not trying to show that on my YouTube channel. Show that on my
I'm scared.
uh, I'm so sorry, chat. I'm so sorry. Oh God. Okay. God.
It's
Okay.
just I want to
Just
put like Crimson streaming right now
wait. Where?
on the chat. Be like is streaming, and he clicked on the
Oh no.
picture just
I I did not mean to show that image. I swear to God, I never clicked on it before. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm so sorry. Uh,
of epic epic gamer moment. Am I right, guys?
God. Okay. Oh fuck. Okay. I also want to check out Blueface because I think they're a cool person. I think they're cool. I'll check them out later.
What was I gonna... Oh,
Uh,
okay, so as I was saying, from what I've seen with what Cindy's been doing and such, it's it's concerning, and it's very like you don't know what to do because you can't you can't reach out to them, and it's scary because we don't know what could be happening behind what we've seen. We don't know what she could be doing at this very moment. We don't. It's just she does need help. She does need to have that help. She needs to get her shit together. And I know this has been said before, but she needs to cut Jack out of her life.
yeah, no doubt about that.
I I'm sorry. Like, it hurts when you have to cut off friends, but this is one of those moments where it even if you're friends are not supposed to be bad people.
Yeah.
It's being around toxicity is just gonna hurt you more. And it's like you can't keep trying. You can't do this to yourself. It's sad, and it's gonna affect your mental health. Not only that, you can't do you can't do things like that to other people. You can't put yourself in risky situations
Yeah.
just for a person that you claim to like, you claim to have feelings for. You can't do that because in the end it's going to hurt. It's going to really hurt you. It's going to really hurt the people around you that are trying to stop you from being that with that person. Because
Mhm.
if you saw like in screenshots, there were people like telling, well, one of Cindy's friends, I'm assuming, was saying like, I understand you like Jack, but this is what he's been doing, and it's very concerning. And you see Cindy like trying to defend him and stuff. It's like, no, there's moments where you can't defend bad people because
I think the problem is that Cinny is they like Birdie, obviously. I think they more like the
Mhm.
idea of what Birdie could be and not who Jack is. Because why would they still be friends? At least I'm assuming they're still friends with Jack. Because I don't know, they haven't talked about Jack in a hot minute, so I don't know. Um,
I know that I know that and one of the things they're like, well, what if I could help Jack? What if I can help him be
but
better?
if
What
in,
it's like,
even if you could like help him, like I don't think he's gonna like care enough to even try to fix himself.
here's the thing. You could give someone any, like, the time of day, give them everything. You move mountains for them. But at the end of the day, if they really want to change, then they're going to change. And clearly Jack claims he's changing. Jack is saying that he's doing his best. He's in a better place right now, but he's still showing very like destructive behavior,
Yeah.
and we see how he acts with Jay,
Yeah,
and
Jay
you don't.
especially, because like he's low key obsessed with Jay, and he's really creepy about Jay as well. I don't know if you guys seen like that vent with Jay yet. It's like, am I even allowed to
Wasn't
talk
it
about
the
this
which
on like?
one? Jolly
Am
Good,
I even
the
allowed to
Jolly Good
talk about this on
Monster one?
YouTube? Like, basically, uh, I think Jack was like doing stuff with Jay or whatever, and he said it felt like sushi. I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about this.
I don't know what vent that is, and I'm very scared.
I'll send it later
Oh god.
because it's low
I
key.
think the only vents I've seen are the "For he's a jolly good
Yeah,
monster."
where aren't we jolly good ones, Fleur? Aren't we all?
And then
Um,
I've seen the which one have I
it was
seen?
the
The blood on my
something,
hair. I've seen blood
yeah,
on my hair.
something's paralyzed my psyche to get even. Part two.
All that stuff. I saw that, and it was like I didn't understand it at first because I was like, "What does this mean?" Because I know the Jolly Good Once one was about how Jay didn't want to like do things with Birdie on like
Yeah,
regular, but with his ults they were just fine. But I could be wrong on that. And I know that uh, there was the one where it was like Jay didn't want to do no stuff with Jack, and he made the whole like
yeah.
weird titanium vent, like good luck, and it's like thanks and whatever. But we see how Birdie is with Jay having friends. You don't think that if and this is even if, and I'm not saying like I'm just saying this could be one of those things, conspiracy theory, not kidding. But
Yeah,
if
conspiracies. Ooh.
if Jack did feel that way about Cinny, and Jack was like, um, willing, wanting to date Cinny, you don't think that they'd react the same way with how
I
they
feel
are with
like, if I'm being honest, I feel like Jack's using the fact that Sydney likes him to his advantage, so he can still be friends with Sydney.
I feel like it's one of those friendships where she's probably hoping that something happens.
Yeah,
But we know Jack. We know that he's not. He's very. I think he at this point. I feel like he just wants to be with Jay because we saw how he treated Julian
Wait.
once the
Also,
poly
is this
relationship
is
ended.
this like a question? But like, isn't Jay Cat or is the cat a different person?
No, Jay is Cat.
Oh yeah,
That's
okay.
just
But wait,
the
then
same
why
person.
is Cat in like the evidence found server?
Oh, I think that's just someone using their name.
Oh, I was
'Cause you
about
know
to
how
say
people put
what?
damage
Wait, is
Coda?
like Jack or Jay like a spy now or?
Because you know how people put damage Coda or whatever
Yeah,
as
but
their name.
like no, it was straight up like their name. So
I was like, I thought it too.
maybe it's like a different person.
And
I don't
then,
know.
yeah, because I checked the username because I think I always thought maybe it's like the specific like they that J has their username as cat and then X_X, and that it's just that like the same way how damage Coda for Jack is damage Coda, like there's nothing there.
You kind of shocked and said Jay becomes part of evidence found.
No, and the thing is, it's gonna be so weird how I don't know if it's gonna happen, and I really hate saying this, but I want to just see Jade not in a toxic relationship. But
I feel
what's gonna
really bad
happen
for
when?
Jay because like they deserve so much better. I genuinely believe they're a good person. I haven't seen anything of what they said about anyone. I don't think they said shit about anyone. I just think they need to be in a better relationship. I don't think
And
this relationship with
mhm.
Jack is healthy because at least to my knowledge, that Jay is asexual and he does not want to do anything sexual with Jack. But Jack does not want to respect Julian or not Julian, Jay's boundaries and just like keeps like harassing him about doing sexual stuff and like makes events about it consistently.
I just think it's gonna be so weird once they break up because what is Birdie gonna say?
Like what is Birdie gonna say? Like, oh, he
Because
didn't want to do sex
we've
with
seen the
me. Like,
proof, we've seen the evidence, we've seen how he is, we've seen how he even told Julian that Jay was better, Like we see everything, like the
What
evidence
what
was just
what is he
handed
gonna
to us.
say now that
What's
like
gonna
Jay
happen?
abused him? Like he's used that
Yeah, what
card
is he gonna
so
say if
many
Jay forced him to
times.
do lewd things? It's not gonna work. It's like, he doesn't. I don't think he's gonna have any ammo left. What does he have? Like,
Again, what does he have? Is he gonna like
it's
is he gonna like twist the fact that like Jay didn't want to have sex with him to like him not liking him or
is he gonna be
something?
like, well, Jay didn't really love me. He ignored me for his friends. It's like, no, because
Also,
didn't he
it's
say
just
that
like
with?
it's just like why do you like I don't know, just like why do you want him to have sex with you? He doesn't want to do it, so why he said no multiple times too. So like why?
It's and another thing. It's hypocritical for Birdie to say that
Oh,
he
they said the
doesn't like
same.
sex.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I understand, like people there is people that don't like sex. I respect those people. I understand. Not everything has to be built on that. I feel like you don't need sex to be in a happy relationship, and I wish Birdie understood that because not everyone is gonna want to like sex or no stuff. And
Hold on. Wait, let me hold on that. Welcome to the chat, Julian. Do you
oh
want
my god,
the
Julia,
Birdie exposed card or do you want the uh I don't know. Uh, I don't know.
Jack's victim card privileges have been taken away. Exactly.
I'm just
It's
gonna
sad.
here because you're cool. I feel like I can trust you. Also, I'm gonna give it to my friend as well.
Julian's awesome. It's just and he is okay.
And he's like,
It's sad because Birdie has like this mindset that being being sexual is like happiness, big yes, ooh woo. And then drawing not safe for work of your partners and then like asking them for not safe for work, that's like and it's like you're saying one thing and then you're asking for another thing. It's like which storyline is it?
also, catastrophic. I hope I'm saying that right. You can correct me if I'm saying it wrong. Relationships aren't just about sex. It's really about commitment and balancing things out with each other. Exactly. That's what a
Exactly.
healthy relationship is.
Healthy relationships are built on trust and communication. And if you truly love them, you will want to be with them.
And you will
Does
respect their
that mean you need
boundaries
sex
because
in order for it to work out? No, you
no.
don't. And you need to respect that. Like
Now, that's
I
not to
my
say that
significant
sex
other.
isn't an important part of a relationship because it definitely could be. It could be building
Yeah,
up a
you could have
relationship,
your
but
intimate
like
moments, but
some
does that mean
people
it's the
just
entire
don't
relationship?
like sex, and that's perfectly
Hmm.
fine. You aren't obligated
Like
to have sex with someone.
my significant other, when I first met them, they were ace. They were disgusted by it. But then they became demi because they just felt like that I was, you know, they trusted me enough to be very romantic with them and intimate with them. And that says a lot because that's what you need. If you need someone to love you and care about you and trust you and like trust them enough to be with you, be like that with them, then that's great. But if you feel like sex should be the main reason why you're with someone, it's like no, that's very messed up.
And also,
That's like friends
Catastrophica
with
is
benefits
right.
are.
But sometimes holding hands is nicer and comforting. There's just some
Exactly.
things that are nicer, and then some things that just make you uncomfortable.
I feel like if you truly
And
love
like,
someone,
and
then every
fucking
time you're
Jack
with them,
needs to like
it's gonna
respect
be
their
nice.
boundaries. They just need to like respect like Jay's boundaries.
Exactly. You need to respect your significant other's boundaries. You need to respect what you need their consent. That's a
Exactly.
big thing.
And
You
also
need to
like
make sure that
Jay
they're
and a weird thing
consenting
is,
to
and I
everything.
don't know why, but it was Jack who was sexualizing Julian, and then he would go off
Yeah,
with Jay, and
it
now
was
it's
like
just like Jack wanting to sexualize Jay, and
it's
it
uncomfortable how obsessed Birdie was
and he's
with
also
Jay's
claiming that
chest.
like Julian abused him. So I think it's a recurring thing that Birdie's doing. It's that he's blaming people for him wanting to be sexual with people.
And it's like it's sad because it's like they felt like they could trust you. They thought that what was happening was going to stay between you guys. But then you went and be like, "Oh, they abused me. They forced me to do this stuff," when there's clear evidence of you instigating the shit.
Exactly.
It's like how are you going to do that when the gun is already pointed at you? It's like, "No, you can't. You can't just be like, "Oh, it's all on them. It's their fault. They made me do it." Like, no. It's like it's disgusting seeing how Birdie is trying to make it all like it's Julian's fault. It's Charlie's fault. It's everyone's but his fault. You know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen when him and Jay break up? Where is he? What's gonna go there? Is he gonna
Because
be like, it's
Jay,
Jay's
if
fault that he
anything,
was like
I
that?
can get like why he doesn't like Charlie because Charlie is a fucked up individual. I'm not gonna blame him for not
Mm-hmm.
liking Charlie. And for I don't know, like any other relationship, like let's say for like Go is a clout chaser. Let me be real with you, she's a clout chaser. And like other people, like I don't know, but like Jay, Jay is an actual genuine good person.
Exactly.
What are they gonna use against Jay when they break up? Tell me.
And it's like I feel like Jay does love Birdie, but it's gonna harm them because
It is
if
harming
you love
them.
someone who's if you love someone who's very self-destructive, it's gonna take a toll on you. And
Exactly.
unfortunately, there's gonna be a moment where Jay is just gonna get fed up. And I really don't want that to be the moment where it ends up, leading to Birdie trying to act like Jay was an abuser. Because, people will take advantage of you when you're at your like very rough moments. So if like Jay decides to lash out, then Birdie might be like, "Oh, see, Jay's not always so nice." Da, 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 da. It's like,
And I
no,
think
you.
that's like kind of the problem with Jack, that he thinks that anything like if anyone does anything wrong to him, it's automatically abuse. It's not abuse.
It's not every. If someone's speaking up about something that you're doing, they're not doing it to be jerks. They're not doing it to like
Exactly.
cause drama, as he claimed when his dad was trying to get him to go to sleep.
Like
Um,
and what's funnier is that Jack makes fun of that. He thinks it's funny.
but it's not.
It's not.
It's like Jack will make fun of things and then do them himself. Like, what was it when he?
And
Okay,
also, like, I have to show this because I'm not trying to like show like I don't know like stuff on like camera or whatever, but just like hold on, let me
mhm,
find it because it was this one thing I saw. It was of this one image of Jack like Vent or whatever. It wasn't Venner. I maybe it was, I don't know, of like him with his mom or something. I gotta find it. It's up here somewhere. Um. It's Um, wait. It's this one. Yeah, okay. Look. So
mhm,
this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what we're talking about.
mhm,
This right here.
mhm.
It's just like, Jack, you cannot start blaming people for your problems. God, I cannot. Yeah, but anyways,
It's just, it's sad because Jack tries to pull these double standards, thinking he's being cute or something when he's
yeah,
he's just being weird.
he's just a hypocrite. That's all there is to it. He's just a hypocrite. It's
Oh,
just
do have
like
sense. You'll
they
see it right
can
now.
see my Caroline PFP.
That's
Hey,
me.
hi, welcome to the stream.
The stream that I'm a part of. No,
Yeah,
but it's just it's very like upsetting because there's a lot of I hate seeing how good people are letting Birdie into their lives because they feel like they can trust him or feel like they can be like the change or whatever, and then you just see Birdie take advantage. It's like Birdie is just pissing all over them, like screw you guys.
And honestly,
And
I'm not
then
saying that he is, but like I would not be surprised if he was that one the necrophiliac guy on YouTube, I forgot his name. The what's his name?
oh, I didn't have it.
Yeah, that
Which
guy.
one?
He's like the necrophile that's like a furry and makes like cringy birdie ripoff videos. Mortis, Mortis, Mortis,
Oh
Mortis,
God, is that
Mortis, 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 Mortis. His
Mortis?
name is Mortis.
I'm so scared. Oh, I'm
Speaking of
laughing
like
at you.
Mortis, I don't think I've ever, I might as well talk about like my relationships with like these people. Man, I'm mainly talking about
I've
like,
only ever
um,
talked.
I'm mainly
I've
talking
only
about
ever.
like Goat Cato and like Proxy and oh wait, I think the
I've
stream.
only ever talked to Julian, and I just said I like their art, and then I said, uh, uh, I think I showed them a picture of me making Pico drip, and I showed it to them
Pico.
because they had Pico as their PFP, and I was like, ah, yes, Pico drip. Here
Oh,
you
and
go.
Julian said on the chat. I mean, he was friends with one. Lol. Uh, yeah. But what was it? Oh yeah. So I just wanted to talk about this because like this is like stuff that like fucked with me, man. I have screenshots of this as well.
He has
Um,
receipts.
I have the receipts, honey. Um, I used to be friends with oh wait, George
Geo,
Lord.
Geo
Is
Lurch,
that like is
Geo
that the guy
Lurch.
from not Evans found Necrophiliac, or like the guy from Necrophiliac, the Mortis guy. But yeah,
Uh,
I just wanted to talk about like how I met Charlie and how like I met Gokado and Proxy because I don't know if Proxy he's similar to Mortis. Oh, okay. I thought it was like actually Mortis.
Theory.
Um
Why was I thinking that one Lewis guy who
I
was
used
like
to think
Captain
they were the
Hotel? I
same
know what I
person,
mean,
Limo.
guys.
Mm. But yeah. Um I just want to talk about how I met these people. So I used to run a server. It was a joke server, obviously. It was called the Anti-Fontic Group or something. Um, and the only thing I really have left of it is a personal screenshot that I will not show, but it just says like the Anti-Fontic cult leader or something. That's basically. And
Mhm.
I'll show it when I'll show it right now because I don't think I have like anything to like hide at this point. Basically, like it's just like my abusers.
He's not sus.
They're like public on my channel. Everyone knows them if you watch my channel. I think Julian even knows who they are, so I don't really care. Um, there it is. And then I think it's this one. Let's see. Wait, no. Actually, it's in the cake drive. Right. There we go. It was like these screenshots or whatever that are like wait, no, sorry. I think it's yeah, there we go. Yeah. This is like when I this was the group I was talking about, like the anti-Fontic group or whatever.
Mhm.
Hey everyone, sorry for the
Mhm.
extra
Mhm.
long pause.
Mhm.
It sucks.
Mhm.
I haven't had much time to make actual video. No, it's not.
Mhm.
But I'm here now. It started playing the video. Yeah.
Now,
But
so if you haven't
oh
heard of
my
the new Sunni drama,
shut
basically she's
up.
in hot water.
I'm
You have
so
a lot of tabs.
yeah, I gotta close some of my tabs. Anyways, but yeah, this is the only thing I have left of the anti-Fontic group. Yeah, the anti-Fontic cult
Uh-huh.
leader. That was the that was me. Um,
This is
you
this
don't
as
that's
well.
not this is
Just so.
relevant. I'm just talking about the name. So that's the only thing I have left of like the anti-Fontic cult. It was a joke group, of course. This was before the whole Fontic shit happened. So it wasn't it was just
It
it was
was just a
worse.
prank. It was a social experiment.
It was a no. Yeah, but that's
It
what like
was a social
yeah,
experiment.
it's just like before.
Get pranked.
And then someone invited Gokado to like the server. I don't know who invited Gokado. Like someone invited Gokado. I don't know who. So they joined the server, right? So they joined. And then like I was gonna say? Oh yeah. So then I called Coquetta one day as like a joke. I didn't think they would respond because, they're a hashtag popular person.
Mhm.
Um so I called them and they actually answered. I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." So I just talked to Coquetta for a little bit. It was pretty cool. We talked for a while. And then I was like, "Hey, do you want to like have my server because I'm not gonna fucking use it anymore." So I gave them my server, and you
Mm.
guys, the people probably watching this stream, probably know that server as the Rayman cult that Gokato made.
Dear God in heaven.
Yeah, so I originally made the Rayman cult, and then Gokato now owns the server. I think she still has actually a video that's posted actually of the Rayman cult. Let me go to Goketo's.
We have been
The server's dead, but I think there's still like the video of it.
Why did I start? Oh my god, sounds so sad. I thought
Oh
of
wait,
Birdie as Yandere Dev.
she there he is John Rita. Um, here,
Christine Chan instead of Yandere Dev.
here, let me find it. If they
I
deleted
swear
it,
my legs hurt, and all we've been
then I'm
doing
gonna
is
be
laying
pissed.
down.
Yeah, I think they may have deleted it. That it was just a video of like saying, "Hey guys, join me." No, it's right here.
Huh?
So, this was the video advertising the Rayman cult.
Man Ray.
And the link is gone because the server was deleted. And I don't know where my comment is. I did comment in this video. I
Hmm?
I think. I don't remember.
The cum chalice.
No. Not the cum chalice, please. Anything with that.
The cum chalice. Am I right or am I right?
No, you're wrong. Anyways,
That's when
but
you're wrong.
they made that and then yeah, we made that. And then everything was pretty good. Actually, and even better yet, since Skoketa was friends with Proxy, I became friends with Proxy. And I guess you guys don't really like Proxy. I guess the evidence found people don't really like Proxy. I don't know why, but yeah.
I mean, I don't know what happened there. I just know that
Yeah, I don't know
Goat
either.
and Proxy like
I know
each
they're friends,
other.
that's it.
Okay,
Or at least they were friends. I don't know if they still are or they're not friends
I
anymore.
don't.
All I know is evidence
Conspiracy
found doesn't like
theory.
Proxy that much, so yeah.
Damn. Well, I mean, I can understand probably
Um,
the reasons.
and then Proxy was an admin, I'm pretty sure. And then
Mm.
y'all know who Simtex is, right? I don't need to explain who the fuck Simtex is, right? Simtex is like
I
Goketo's
don't.
boyfriend, maybe current boyfriend. I don't know. I don't know. I don't because here's the thing, Gokato, I don't even. I don't even know how to
Go Cat is an interesting case.
they
I
are. I don't know how to describe them.
know how to describe them. They're pretty sus. No, I'm kidding.
No, but like seriously, they are pretty sus. I don't mean to talk shit about people, but like they do be sus.
I don't know a lot about these people.
And then so Gokato has a boyfriend, or had a boyfriend, I guess I should say, at the
Mhm.
time named Simtex. And I will show you something that Gokato told me about Simtex. I have the receipts, I have the screenshots, I have the thesis, I guess. Let me see. No, it's not in that folder. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, and then this was a script I think for one of his videos, or not his videos, for Goat's videos, and then she just like changed the fucking title. Um, Let me find the like it was a comment or not comment, but like a screenshot of like um it was this one. I'm hey Pasty, do you want to read it?
Mm, hold- let me get it out. Let me whip it out. Because my shit is like delayed. So whenever you pop something out, I'm like, ah, fuck. Let me pull it up so I can look at it like the excellent star reader I am.
I mean, you're better at
Is it
reading
on the
than me,
stream?
so
Is it on the stream?
yeah, it's on the stream.
Okay. Alright, bet. Let's get this bread.
This bread.
So it says, oh, okay, let me try to explain what slash how he is. Tim is a controlling, sociopathic, borderline psychotic, not parentheses, not my word, a manipulative person who enjoys hurting people. He doxes and targets people who annoy him slash mess with him slash others he cares about. He stalks all my medias and gets mad at me a lot for talking slash VCing with my friends and claims that I'm cheating on him like a lot. He obsesses with me, yada yada. He made someone commit suicide or something. Uh, I think his ex, and then he made her friends carve Sim into their legs. Christ. He gets mad at me slash yells at me a lot when he thinks I don't love him, says shit like fuck you, fuck everyone. Uh what does that say? One eventually? Oh, I guess that says he eventually calms down and apologizes. And
And he's
he's
extremely
extremely
yeah,
bipolar slash compulsive, so it's hard for him to collect his anger. Why
control.
is Charlie here, by the way? I'm
Oh yeah, by the
confused.
way, Charlie was in
And
this chat
he's
because I thought they
bringing
could
like
like help
uh,
Kokata because they had experience with abusive relationships, so I thought they could like help Kokata get out of the situation.
when he's not being bad though, he's really sweet slash loving. But it gets tiring when he does the same shit over and over, and he gets mad at me for not giving him enough attention. And then he vents to people about me, and then people end up thinking I'm abusing him.
And the weird thing is, like, I feel like I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like evidence found should be like making videos about him instead of like, because like this bitch, unlike Birdie, he's actually made someone kill themselves. I think this motherfucker is a far worse threat than Birdie ever was. Just by this alone is terrifying. Imagine what Goketo's going through. That's all I gotta say.
It's very concerning.
I'm just scrolling through the chat right now. Um, oh, yeah, but just like this is the thing. Um, yeah, and y'all want to know what he did to me? So
What do
I think I don't think a lot of people know this because I sound white as fuck, but I'm actually biracial and I mix. I'm black and white.
I'm Mexican.
And
I'm Mexican, but
and
like I sound white.
um basically
Mhm.
I'm mixed, I'm black and white, and I have kinky hair, which is
Mhm.
an obvious factor to me being mixed. It's very obvious. And I sent a video to go kind of being like, I'm bored in Target, you know. So
Mhm.
like so the only way Sim found out I was at Target was that Gokato sent that to Zim. W- For what? And here's that screenshot.
Mhm.
I'll read it for you. Also, I thought he was joking at first, but now knowing he's racist, now yikes. Yo, bro. Hi, who is this? Go Kata's boyfriend. You fucking bitch, little Yankee bitch. The fuck you want, N-word? I'll come to your local
What
Target
the
when I see you
fuck?
there and fuck you up, you little black bitch.
What the fuck? Who the fuck?
And Go Kata literally told me he was just joking.
He was just joking.
And this
That's
is literally what Go Kata says. I cannot and I will not. Why can't you? Why the fuck can't you? Like, I'm not trying to victim blame, but like, Go Kata, you know this person's fucked. So why don't you leave? I cannot and will not leave. I do not contact Zim and don't oh wait. I and don't contact Zim. He'll get mad at you and then end me and go ape shit. That's an abusive
okay. What the fuck?
relationship.
Sounds pretty sus, my guy. No.
And he even made Proxy's face like the profile picture to like the server we were in, like the Rayman cult. And
Mhm.
then this is them attention seeking. That's a fucking lie, little attention seeker. Fuck you a lot. Fuck you lot. He's just a bid, like honestly.
Oh wait, is this the same? Wait, is this the same one who had that abusive ex that was trying to ruin their relationship or whatever the frick their name
I
was?
don't know. I really
I
don't
think
know.
Goat made a video, well, like a while back. Goat made a video saying like this person needs to stop and
I
shit.
just gotta say personally, Evidence Found needs to make a fucking video on Simtex because unlike Birdie, he's actually killed someone. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He's far worse than Birdie ever was. According to Gokado anyway. Evidence Found people, if you're watching this, I'll send you. I'll literally send you this motherfucking Google document and I'll let you decide whether you
There's
should.
three
Because,
people
like,
watching.
I feel like, personally, honey, I think telling someone to kill themselves and them actually doing it is far worse than whatever the fuck Birdie has done.
It's like they're worse in like different aspects,
Yeah,
basically.
I guess. Basically. It's just like, ah,
Gert.
grr,
Bad people go Bert. Like,
Google Bird. I just like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know what happened. I just like, yeah, I don't know. All I gotta say is, I want to make a video on Zim, though I'm scared Gokato's gonna be like, you know,
well, whatever happens, happens.
if I have to, I will. Because I have the screenshots and I have the evidence.
The evidence. Well, we went a lot. We went off track a lot, but
Yeah.
basically,
Should we end the stream? I feel like we should end the stream.
yeah. But give your little like too long didn't read type beat.
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think we have anything else to talk about more than like the comments and just Birdie and then give her the shit as well.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. But I think we're pretty much
Yeah.
done. I don't think we have anything much to talk about besides Birdie bad,
No.
Simtex bad, Goketo very just misguided. That's all I gotta say. And Charlie's a fucking
And and
asshole.
and Cindy comments were addressed.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I think that's basically
Yeah.
all we gotta do. Or that's not all we
Yeah.
gotta say. So yeah, if you like the
Mhm.
stream, you like the stream. If you didn't like the stream, you didn't like the stream. That's fine. I don't expect you to like this dumpster fire of a stream. But if you did like the stream, please come back again. We might stream again. Maybe. But
Peace.
yeah, bye people. Bye.
Bye.